In a recent video, we built some garden beds for my wife's vegetable garden. Then she asked very kindly to make a trellis. So that's what we're making today. We're going to be using some T-posts and some cattle panel to make a trellis. We're using a cattle panel that's 50 inches wide by 16 feet long, 50 inches wide. And these are actually 6-inch spacing by 8-inch spacing. On this side here, they're a little bit shorter. So we've got 4 inches and then another 4-inch one. So here. And the specific garden beds that she has asked to have these cow panels put on between these two here, and we have a space of 46.5 inches. So by the time we get our T-posts in here, it will be a little bit narrower than that, but 46 inches for a 16-foot panel, that'll be a nice arch so that all of our beans and other vining vegetables can grow on. And I'm pretty sure these are about 96. So we'll have to put them a little bit out. I think we'll just put the T-post on either end and in the middle. That'll be fine. We'll use this axe and hopefully we can smack this in. We'll try and keep it as straight as possible, or I'll have to go get something larger. Yeah, we'll go get a bigger hammer. I think we'll switch up and go with this 6-pound axe. Should knock these in a little bit better. Might need to get a ladder or something. So I started working on the other 3 T-posts to knock them into the ground, and it turns out there's a lot more rocks underneath the soil than I was expecting, but I got them in eventually. Just had to beat on them a little bit more than I wanted to, starting to wear me out a little bit, but I got there in the end. If you're curious how I transported these panels from Tractor Supply to my house, this is how I did it. You put one side in and then you bend them round so it creates this U shape, and use the truck bed to support them. And then I just put a ratchet strap over the top just to make sure they didn't come loose when I was transporting them home. Now you need to get your cattle panel and put it in here. I swear a second pair of hands will come in handy. But we don't have that. So I have no good way of doing this. No trick. But previously what I've done is gone like this. These are only 29 bucks from Tractor Supply. They're on sale. Typically like 34, 35 dollars. Grab this and grab this. Try to go as low as you can. And then hold this as tight as you can. Farmer walk it. Careful not to scratch your legs, because I just did that. And make sure it doesn't get caught on one side. Lower it down. I need to come this way a little bit. Like that. Do the same on this side. You do get special ties to tie this off. I've just used cable ties, or I've just left like this. I'm going to cable tie it for now because I don't have the special ties to tie it off with. But that's how you install a trellis. Let's get the other one installed. Whew. Kind of struggling with this post here. Kind of have to move it over a little bit, so they're going to be staggered a little bit. That's not going to matter. This is what's really going to matter, that we have full coverage of the bed, which we will do. We'll have about 2 inches extra on either side because these beds are only 96 inches long. So that the T-posts are going to be off a little bit, but that's just where I could get them in because of, well, rocks and stuff in the ground. We should be able to slot this in the same way as we did the other one. Just like that. And there we have it. Look at that. You got 2 trellises and they're pretty even both ways. T-posts are around 45 inches apart. That makes the arch 84 inches tall at the highest point. So if you're doing something similar to this, this is what you're going to end up with. Obviously, you bring the T-post closer, it's going to get taller, but then it gets a little bit harder to manipulate the cattle panel into position. You put it further apart, then you're going to have a slightly lower arch than this. That's how easy it is to build your very own trellis from a cattle panel that you can get from Tractor Supply using T-posts. So if you did enjoy this video and you want to see more DIY content around the home, you should check out this video here next.